in somebody who's not a politician, Dr. Anand Ranganathan. I'm coming to you, Gaurav Bhatia, but I want to get the non-political view on this. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, I want to ask you, the same things that they criticize Prime Minister Narendra Modi for, no employment, GDP going down. I mean, look at Rahul Gandhi's tweets over the last 4 months and you will come to a conclusion that he criticizes and targets the Prime Minister on all of these issues. From September 2020, when Rahul Gandhi says 3.12 crore job losses have taken place in the lockdown, historic GDP reduction, minus 23.9%. This is India reeling under Modi-made disasters. Then in November, he says India has entered into recession for the first time in history. Mr. Modi's actions have turned India's strength into its weakness. At a time when they should be working doubly hard to restore employment and the confidence of the people in this economic crisis, what's the opposition doing?
Yeah, good evening, Navika. You know, there's no getting around it. These protesters, quite simply, have altered the meaning of APMC. It now stands for Agricultural Protests Marketing Committee. The genuine farmer has been hoodwinked by these sickle ninja revolutionaries and protest marketeers, and the MSP they are demanding for their support is release of anarchists and assorted Maoists, advocacy of secession, bidding of corrupt middlemen, and bankruptcy of the Indian state. I have to ask you, what is the fault of thousands of factory workers and owners whose goods are not being allowed to pass through for a fortnight now? Do they not have families to feed? Their success yields taxes, and these taxes allow the government to procure farm produce at debilitating high cost to placate only 6% of the farmers who avail of the MSP and who anyway don't pay taxes. Who is going to compensate the massive losses? I have said this before, Navika, there is nothing more dangerous than not reining in rebels without a cause. We saw what happened when the illegal Shaheen Bagh protest was allowed to continue for 3 months, inconveniencing millions. It ended up in riots. I fear the same here, I'm afraid. The protesters are writing their demands with the grammar of anarchy. The state is weak because everyone is afraid of the political consequences, but you have to ask, where is the Supreme Court? Is it really supreme when it doesn't have the courage to stop something that is patently illegal? Or does it think right to protest is right to prevent? Or will it here as well ignore the illegality of the Delhi siege and opt for mediation? Please give me 20 seconds. I mean, does the rule of law hold any meaning in this country now? This is social Darwinism gone berserk. Navika, just last week the Karnataka High Court ordered the KCVP Bandh organizers to compensate small traders for their losses. This follows a similar judgment of the Guwahati High Court in 2019, or Bombay High Court in 2003, and Kerala High Court in 1997. Dear Supreme Court, listen and learn from your subordinate courts. Issue an order suo moto. Make these protesters pay for the massive financial damage they are inflicting on honest, टैक्स पेइंग सिटीजन्स या फिर किसी ने ठीक ही कहा है, ये देश चुनौतियों से नहीं